Happy Movie President's Day weekend, folks, and welcome to another episode of Films with Farrell. Movie President's Day weekend can only mean one important thing: new releases in the movie theater. If you were with me as a part of season one, you absolutely know I love the movie theater, right? Besides overpriced popcorn, it has a little bit of everything. You're sitting in a dark, enclosed room and you're not allowed to speak to one another and just stare at a screen for an endless amount of time. I mean, what's not to like about that? Aside from actually having a pause button that I can just hit so I can go to the bathroom every 5 minutes, I don't know what that's about. It has everything. You have reserved seating, you have booze, again, at the movie theater, and you have heated seat warmers. You can literally just push a button, your ass stays warm the entire movie. What is not to love about that? The only thing that can make a movie experience better, in my opinion, is watching a Mark Wahlberg movie. So, we will be reviewing the 2022 Mark Wahlberg starring, Tom Holland starring, Uncharted. Okay, so sit back, relax, and let's split this movie apart. And speaking of splitting things apart, this week's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Larry's Lumberyard. If you're looking for wood, you should call Larry's Lumberyard or your doctor. Welcome to the show. All right, folks, before we go any deeper, I'm going to need you to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the comment button. Stay up to date on all things Films with Farrell. Like I mentioned, we will be diving into Uncharted starring Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland. This is the origin story of the video game Uncharted. Mark Wahlberg, no stranger to making movies about video games. He did Max Payne. That's all we're going to say about it because I thought that movie was pretty trash. Uncharted, new script, if you will, right? So this movie's been in talks for a very long time. At one point in time, you had Mark Wahlberg attached to it. You also had Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and David R. Russell directing. So a lot of things have changed from start to finish. I think when this thing first started, Mark Wahlberg was set up to play Tom Holland's character. And here, Mark Wahlberg is now playing Sully, Mark Wahlberg's character in this movie. So a lot of things have changed since then. This movie is the first feature production from Sony PlayStation Production. So cool that they are getting into the movie game now here as well. So yeah, a lot of cool things going on in here. At its core with the movie, you're following Tom Holland around kind of, from being left at an orphanage all alone to meeting Mark Wahlberg to going on a treasure hunt across the world. So this is an action/adventure PG-13 movie. We're looking at a runtime of a little bit under 2 hours. So, good progression, really, I thought, throughout the movie. I did like the action sequences a lot as well. Not a lot of gun shooting that I'm used to with a Mark Wahlberg movie, but just a lot of, action throughout. So good movie there. I was a little skeptical going into here. Watching the trailer, I'm not a big video game person. Again, Mark Wahlberg's only other video game movie was Max Payne. Trash, again, trash alert, bloop, bloop. So I really didn't know what to expect, but I just knew, hey, I like Tom Holland and I like Mark Wahlberg, so let's see what this movie is about. Very pleasantly surprised, okay? Like I mentioned, PG-13 movie, a little bit of a longer runtime of about a little under 2 hours, probably schedule 3 bathroom breaks for me in there during that time. What up, prostate? So, a lot to unpack there. Very pleasantly surprised, okay? So it was a nice progression, a nice sequence throughout. Couple lag spots, nothing too crazy though, okay? Again, a little bit under 2 hours, you expect a little bit of lag here and there. Thing that made the movie for me, the chemistry, okay? The chemistry between Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, incredible, okay? You were just sucked into this alternate reality to where they were the characters and they were meshing so well together. So, personal thoughts, thought this was a great movie. Left me very pleasantly surprised. In theaters near you, you can reserve your seating if you're like me. Try to book that a day in advance so I get a nice little end seat right by the stairs so I can just go to the bathroom 3 to 4 times. So, again, movie's Uncharted. It is in movie theaters right now. If you're looking for a good Mark Wahlberg movie, good Tom Holland movie, a good action movie, and a good movie to take the kids to see. There's not too much swearing. There's not really anything bad going on here. This is probably, my video is probably I think, most uncultured fucking thing that we have about this movie, right? There's no real F-bombs or anything like that. So again, great movie. And if you do go see it, make sure to note that there are two separate like alternate endings or things that are actually put in after the credits roll. So stay there for that. I always like to kind of know what's going on. Hey, do I need to sit here for 5 minutes, or can I go to my car and put on my other heated seat and let my ass warm back up again? Again, movie's called Uncharted, folks. Check it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised like I was. Thanks for stopping by.